Bitches, what's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
What's up? Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? It is Wednesday. It is hump day. MP, is it actually hump day when you only have a 4-day work week, though? Wouldn't it be like hump evening, like Tuesday night? Wouldn't that be like the actual hump for us? What's up? Speaking of camel humps, Karen Camel right in the house. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Let's run it back. Caitlin, good morning. I mean, I beat you on the text, but I'm not playing the game. I just wanted to see if it could be done. Caitlin, good morning. Bukes, good morning. How are you? Profit, what's up, buddy? How was your weekend away at the beach? Are you back home now, or are you still out there on the beach living that Pacific Coast, West Coast lifestyle? MP in the house, as I said, good morning. And David, what is up, buddy? Coming in hot, bouncing on the couch. Everybody, watch out. David, still at the beach, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is he still at the beach for his birthday weekend, but it's 5:30 a.m. and this MFer is awake with us here today, toes in the sand. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you very, very much. Not enough to drive down there and go say hi and give you a hug, but know that I would do it if I could. You know why? You know I would. I mean, you could also just drive up here and come give me a hug. Like, it's two-way street, bro. What is that emoji? Ah, I see a wave. Yeah, the waves are cranking. How are the waves out there, man? They were pretty crazy for us in Huntington this weekend. Wasn't invited. The invite is just always open. Like, that door's unlocked. The address is right there in your messages. Dude, imagine, bro, if it just pops through that door on tomorrow's episode. Giant mustached man scares the shit out of bearded guy. Stop it with the weird emojis, dude. Where do you even get these from? Anyways, thank you for showing up, everybody. Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 15th. Half of July is done though. Crazy. But all good. That's what we expect. It's what we expect when these days go by. We're all having some fun. Especially MP this morning. He's feeling in a mood. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Really, I don't know. I feel like I say it too much, but I really appreciate this space. Caitlin asked me, how am I doing today? I'm doing better, ish. Yesterday was a rough day. In fact, yeah, it's a new nickname. Thank you, David. Um, Waking up this morning, I felt like I got hit by a train when my alarm went off. Like the last couple of days or week or whatever, I've been waking up slightly before my alarm, which I love. I don't like the jolt of a noise happening, and then I have to react very quickly because I don't want it to go on for a long time and then wake my wife up. Um, so I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, today it like hurt. It almost hurt. I got to bed early last night, 7:30, so it didn't make any sense. But I think it was just the crushing weight of all the stress yesterday of what's going on with this client of mine. They're essentially, like, to put it like quickly, they're hiring their own trades, which I kind of knew that going in, and I've had that happen before. And so I'm, as a contractor who subcontracts everything, I'm very open to that because some of my trades that I use to this day were actually brought to me by previous clients. So I always tell people I'm open to that. But what these people are doing is they're hiring their own trades and they're telling me to take those costs out of my budget. And therefore, my fee goes down because my fee is a percentage of all the subcontractor costs. So they're hiring the trades. They're saying they're going to handle all the management of these trades, and therefore to take my fee out of it. Um, but there's no way they're going to handle all of it. So I gotta. I'm still not done with this. I have to find a way to gather my thoughts and send a lengthy email. I don't know how legal I need to get. It's just there's just been there was just a lot going through my head yesterday when I got that email, and I that was one of those emails where I read the first line and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I know exactly what's happening. And so I went over it with my wife a bunch of times on the phone. We sent like just a simple response to them, like, "We need to talk about this." I talked to the lady at the end of the day, and yeah, she was very much on the side of like, "No, we told you it was gonna be this way from the beginning. Like, don't worry. Like, we know these people. Like, we working. My husband works in construction. He has insurance and bond and all that kind of stuff." Yeah, they signed a contract, but our contracts are open because of the way that it's done. Like, we bid a job sometimes a year before the job starts. And then these jobs take anywhere from 12 months to a year or 12 months to 2 years. And so there's the wording in the contract is very much like prices are subject to change in this budget. It's not like they sign a contract for 2 million and they owe me 2 million. It's not that simple. So MP is feeling some sort of way today. Crushed a workout yesterday. Woke up feeling amazing and ready to crush it. Ooh, damn. Currently planning a vacation for the family. A 3-day trip to the mountains has turned into a week at Disney somehow. Wow. Okay. A week at Disney. This guy. That's like only billionaires can spend a week at Disney. I'm just kidding. I hear that's crazy and fun. I always lose the vote. So you were a weekend in the mountains? Got it. Same. The train must have traveled across the country. Yeah, dude. I got hit, man. I got yard. They're going to hire them, but all but still. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to. I'm like dancing between ideas of like, look, if you're going to do this, if you're going to take my fee out and you want it to just basically be zeroed on that line item, then you have to know that I have nothing to do with this subcontractor. I have no liability. Come, 10 years down the road, which is how long I have to warranty these jobs, like anything that has to do with this trade, I'm going to need a piece of paper that you released me of all liability on this. They have to be licensed, they have to be insured, all those kind of things. Um, Or my other thought is, look, I don't think you guys know what you're getting yourselves into and have the ability to manage the day to day on these things. So I'm willing to run them because I need to in order to make sure that they're following the schedule and working well with my trades and working well with our design and our plan. I need to run them. That's what I do. That's my job. And so I will take a discounted rate on their line item. That's kind of where I've been leaning this morning, but I got to put a lot more thought into it. Is the problem? Um, Lose a vote sounds like the dad of daughters. Yeah, they don't only me. Y'all, I passed the required tests and sent my application in for my general contractor. Nice. Well done, sir. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my general contractor's license right there. So good job. Well done. It's a it's a very fun career and ripe with stressful moments. So if you ever need anything or you ever want any advice or need any help, reach out to me. Um, you can hit me in DMs and then we can shoot each other our phone numbers. I'm real happy to help you in any way, shape, or form. I've been doing this for a while. I don't know where you came into it or how long you came into it, but yeah, I've been doing this for 19 years now. No, 18 years. Yeah. That basically the year my daughter was born. Yeah, I would go that route. You need to release waivers and copies of all insurance. Yeah, I do. I mean, scare them into just saying F it. Yeah. I know. I tried, like, I said some of that to her, but she was very, like it was very, like, cold. Like, she was very cold in the meeting, so, it did not go well at all. Yeah, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Wait, did you say trying to hit up Disney next October to be determined? Dude, with a kid? You're tripping, girl. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be so fun and grand. No, Keelan, never bring kids anywhere. AKA the husband promised his buddy's company that he could do the work. Yeah, he's calling in favors. Like, she's like, "Look, these people owe us, like, we've done a lot of work for them. They owe us. This was the whole plan to begin with. Like, we trust these guys. We know these guys, they're working on, like, $11 million homes in the Palisades, all this stuff. Like, we know the quality is there. We have no problem." So, like, I understood all of that, and like I said, I've taken on, new subcontractors from clients before with less certainty. Like, these people seem to have a little bit more certainty. But these are the only clients that have ever been like, "Hey, I don't want to pay you." So that's where I'm running into the real problem because I know I'm gonna be doing the work. Yeah, do it, buddy. We're good. Yeah, we can jump on a call whenever. My mom wants to take my husband and I to Disney. We have a week off of school in October, so we're going to push for next fall versus next summer. Gotcha. Yeah. If yeah, it's always better when you bring a mom or something like that. Yeah, for sure. Keep those grandparents close. They are godsends uh, to the parenting journey. Every couple, every parent, like, it's just too much. Like, everything that you have going on, parenting in today's world is too much. So that's why we all come here to kind of be together and help support each other. That's why you look for friends in your life that can support and talk and bounce ideas off, and that's why you really need those grandparents and those friends. Yeah, 100%. Disneyland. I'm assuming World, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, can you bill can you bill your service differently and spread it amongst the different, yeah, and see, that was my other thought, is like, if I would have known, so, like, I knew from the beginning that they were gonna bring on their own trades, but if I would have known from the beginning that that meant, and this is gonna be part of my email, that that meant they were gonna try to take away my billing percentage off of those trades, the conversation would have went a lot differently, and I would have had a higher multiplier on the balance. Because, like, the way I do it is it's just it basically averages out. So if you have all of the subcontracting costs, and then that total, my fee as a percentage of that, if you go through the list, like, my job is very easy when it comes to, like, certain line items, but then very difficult when it comes, like, for instance, I spend barely any time talking or dealing with or handling my installation guy. They're in and out quick, they know their shit. But I am spending so much time with my plumber, electrician, and framer. So it's like, if you really wanted to look at it, I should be charging like a 3x multiplier on those three trades and like barely any multiplier on the insulation guy and some other trades. So it's just kind of like that. People go to Disney. Yeah, bro, you should go right now. You're like only like a couple minutes away. Dom supervising delivery of wood. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just exactly that. It's exactly what you think it is, guys. I just stand there looking on my phone, scrolling whatnot, and I'm charging someone a percentage of a delivery. Fuck off, dude. I am billing Dom for this session. Wait, I should be billing you guys for this session. This is me consulting for all of your future construction businesses. Because everybody should just get into it. It's the easiest job in the world, except for when your clients punch you in the nuts. Seem like Seems like that is what the homeowner is assuming, yeah, and my wife. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, people. So that was basically my day yesterday. It was just going in and out of that while circling the jobs and doing meetings. Stopped to have lunch and beers with my friend Scott because when you're having a day, it just feels better to call your bud and like, "Hey, are you having a day?" And, sometimes we have those days week after week after week. And yeah, we sat down, just vented to each other. So that was great. I came here for dad advice and somehow ended up at Home Depot looking for wood. What the fuck? Yeah. Look, man, the little switcheroo. I got you. I got you hooked. Yeah, follow their curiosity. We are getting to the reading. Here it is. Ready? The reading. Page a day in the Daily Dad by Ryan Holiday. Blah, blah, blah. Today's reading isn't July 16th. It's July 15th. Always keep their interests in mind, right? Pretty, pretty simple thought here. Maybe a little harder to enact, but we want our kids to take interest in things, right? We want them to light up. We want them to find their purpose, their thing. And one of the ways we do that is we put them in all kinds of scenarios. We sign them up for classes. We open up the book and say, what classes do you want to take? Look, this is what mom and dad did. This is what we had fun with. But the reading reminds us that we're not trying to push out spitting images of ourselves. Um, Caitlin and Brofit are not going to be pushing the volleyball on their kids. They're gonna say, "Hey, mom, dad did volleyball. Uh, maybe you should try it." And if they do, they do. That's great. They have a common interest. So that one would be really easy for both of them. Yeah, I do not want a mini me. And right, be super easy if they just like took your interest up. Like my wife, Bailey's in swim, and my wife was a swimmer, so incredibly easy for the two of them to get along and share that common interest. My wife helping her out, so proud of her every time she swims and supports her at every possible meet that she can go to, and then some. But the other side of that would be like my side. I didn't swim. That wasn't my thing. So it's not my interest, but I am supportive of my daughter's interest. I follow her curiosity into that. And it's been great. It's been really great. So we're going to take an interest in what excites them. We're not going to get hung up on them following our interests. We are two very different people, parents and kids. Parents having way more time on the planet and experience, whittling down what interests them, what excites them, what music they like, and kids being new and open and less jaded, less, understanding of the world. Like they kind of see things in a more pure light. So, let them have their grunge phase and their their pink hair phase, whatever it is that they're doing. For my daughters, it's always been a hair thing. We laugh now at the pictures, but my Bailey has had like the pixie cut, so like the super short, almost like guy hair. She's had the side shave where just like one side of her head was shaved and then she had the long hair on the other side. She's definitely gone a couple of dye jobs, and it's funny now because now she just wants to grow her hair out as long as possible. Um, Frustrating having to put value on your work. Yeah, it was. Yep, 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 yep. I know. I am priceless, but also not. This is my favorite thing about parenting, watching them discover something they love and becoming interested in it together with them. Yes, it's harder for me to relate with things I wasn't interested in, but it makes me dive deeper into learning. Yeah. And I think that also, watching you dive deeper in it and learn and take an interest in it, it is a very beautiful thing in your child's eyes to be like, whoa, I brought this thing to my dad and mom and they like it and they're having fun with it. Like I contributed value to my parents' life just by being curious um in this thing, whatever it is. So it's a kind of a cool full circle thing. Like you're doubling down, you're getting to spend time with them, you're learning a new thing. Maybe it's something you always thought about trying. Um, and then you guys have a connection point. So good, solid reading. Uh, had a couple of funny little stories in my life where this kind of sort of happened and then didn't happen. So one failure of mine, yes, literally yesterday, so right before the reading was I. Bailey was talking something about cheerleading. I can't remember what it was, but it just sounds, when she talks about certain things, it just sounds exhausting to me. And I was like, Bailey, I can't wait. And this is like, this is so over the top and dramatic of me. And I wrote in my journal today, like, I got to stop doing this. I don't know what it is in my nature that causes me to do this. Um, but I was like, I can't wait for like 15, 20, whatever, however many years you have a kid going into high school and bring up cheerleading, or like you're looking at all the sports and you're just like, absolutely not, you should never do cheerleading. It was the most exhausting, like hardest, most difficult thing of my life. Like, yes, I had fun, yes, I liked it, yes, it was great to be like the cheerleader on campus, but no, I do not want you to do that. And both Bailey and my wife, um like, just, they freaking railed on me. They were like, "Are you kidding me? Cheerleading's my favorite thing. It's the best thing. What are you talking about? Why would you say that?" I was like, "All right, I need to go to bed." It's like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Um, yeah, I got beat up. And then that transitioned into uh that somehow transitioned to swim, and like almost like me saying like the opposite of this page, that like my wife is seems to somewhat be forcing her kids into swim. Not forcing them, but like very much encouraging them into swim. And I was basically telling her, I was like, there are times when Bentley doesn't want to go to swim class, and you seem to keep pushing him and signing him up for, it's 2 week session. So if he really wanted to stop, he could stop. I think this is the last one though. And she's like, "It's very important to learn to swim." And I'm like, "Got it. He already knows how to swim. Like, now you're just teaching him like strokes and kick turns and like the more professional version of swim. But no one actually needs to learn that unless they're going to be in swim or like take it more seriously." And in fact, I never took swim lessons or swim classes. And early on in our relationship, I did challenge my wife, who had swim, to a swim race, just because I was like, "You've been in swim all your life. I haven't." But I happen to think that I'm a really good swimmer. And yeah, I kept up with her. I don't even remember if I beat her or not. Let's say she beat me. But yeah, that came up last night too. I was just on fire. People were hurting me yesterday. So then I came home and hurt my family. It's not good. It's not a good look, guys. It's not a good look. We had to take a swim class in high school. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? No, so I did take swim in PE, but the way that I remember it is I didn't last very long because I did not like changing in the locker room. It's not my jam. I was that kid. I was very shy. I was very like not about that. I was a late bloomer, so there was not hair on my body or muscles or anything like that in high school. And so within the first week or two, I stopped, left my shorts in the locker. They got all stanky and moldy and mildewy, and I just did the opt out, which is you just do circles around the track. So we were one of the few high schools that had a pool at the school. Yeah. Hmm. And then the other funny story that I had was, oh, my wife sent me a clip of a podcast, and it was an interview of like someone that she's been following for a very long time. What was his name again? Jefferson Fisher. Does anybody know Jefferson Fisher? He's apparently a trial lawyer out of Texas, and he speaks a lot on communication, like best ways to communicate, how not to communicate, that kind of stuff. And so she's apparently been following him for a really long time. My guess is because of the lawyer thing. She really loves the legal system and lawyers and cases and stuff like that. She follows all the high profile cases. So anyway, she sent me this thing about he was talking about how speaking to other people around your kids can really affect your kids, or just the effect of speaking negatively or positively to another person. He was mostly talking about like people who serve you, so like waiters, gas station attendants, grocery clerks, all that kind of stuff. And understanding that while it may seem like they are doing their job poorly and slowly, and you want to give them shit for it, you don't really know what's going on in their life that's caused them to be in that mood. And then also, you adding more negativity to their life is going to have a ripple effect across the next person they come in contact with. It's going to come across on the person that maybe they leave their job and then they go to a restaurant and someone's serving them and then they spew that on, or they go home and they spew that on their kids and their wives or their spouses. And so just to, be careful on that. And so she thought it was a something to send to me and the kids. And I listened to it. I understood it. I know we've talked about it here. My first thought was, wait a minute. I know the background in that video. That's the Diary of a CEO podcast, the one that I listen to. So my response was, hey, you're listening to my favorite podcast, or one of my favorite podcasts. And so I sent her the links because I really would love it if she would listen to these things. I think they're really great. I love the Diary CEO and then so many other podcasts out there. So I'm hoping that she clicks the button. I know she won't. But my other thought was, and maybe you guys can help me figure this out or remember this or what would be the best way. Maybe like a couple of us just scour the pages and everyone pick a month and scour the pages. But I know somewhere in the Daily Dad, there is a page on just that, like speaking to people and the way that it can affect and the chain reaction of it. So my thought is, if there's a Daily Dad page, I could send that to her as a connection point. And if that page happened to be one of the pages that I myself talked about on the show, how cool would that be? To be like, yeah, I actually, you know, have spoken on that myself. I just wonder. I just wonder. I wonder if I'd be able to track that down and find that. So, everybody, call out the month in the book that you want to scan, and we'll get to work. And I'll check in with you. Consider this all your TPS report. You guys didn't think you were going to get homework. There's probably only like 3 of you in here. One, two, three, four, five, six. Everybody grab a month. You maybe. Oh, I wonder if I can search function on my Kindle. Maybe. Yeah. Sorry, David. Homework. Yep, 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 yep. And then to round out the show, our daily stoic lesson of the day. Same. Why did I say same? Same day, by the way. When you have these two books, it's the same. You read the same page, July 15th. It's very easy to do. Do the right thing, which we've been talking about all month in the Daily Stoic. Do the right thing, but the caveat here is, don't expect the praise or the reward, the thanks, the whatever, the gratitude from the person. Just do the right thing. Okay. Just find out what the right thing is. Be happy that you did the right thing. Be happy that whatever you did affected a person, a place, or a thing. And don't expect the reward, the statue, the whatever. I was finishing off the episode in the Diary of CEO of Neil deGrasse Tyson. And this was a question that came up at the end where it was like, what do you want on your tombstone? And he went on a little bit of a tangent and he was like, and I liked what he said. It's like, as an educator, I don't want, a plaque or a statue. And that wasn't the question, but I don't want it to be like a thing. I just want to have educated people. I just want people to have learned something from me. I want to leave this world knowing that I added value to it. And I like that. I liked what he said. I liked the episode. He's a very interesting character. The way he speaks is both very smart, but it's also very funny. Like he broke it up quite a bit with some laughter and some humor and taking things on side tangents. So I like that. You guys should listen to that episode for sure. Not sponsored by Diary of CEO, of course. As an educator, I don't need a thank you from my students. I just need my admin to. Yes. But the thank you cards and all the cute stuff and the gifts is is very cute. I think the Teacher Appreciation Week is a funny thing in my mind because I I know that teachers feel underappreciated, but I bet that most educators would feel the same way. Is it's you don't you're not looking for the appreciation necessarily from the students and the parents, but more the people above you, the admins, the principals, the district, the state, all that kind of stuff. Our Teacher Appreciation Week this past school year was yeah. Tom, get an apple on his desk. Thank you. All right, people. Thank you very much. Just like stalled out. Thank you very much. Love you all. Appreciate you for being here, making my day and my morning better. I hope I'm doing the same or that we are all doing the same together. 30 of you watching across all platforms. We got the bots on X. What's up, people? Have a great day. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Happy summer vacation, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you back here on the morrow. Bye, y'all.